Hi, my name is John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. Earlier in the week I put a video up, short video, all about an email scam that has been taking place on one of my email addresses, or an email address very near to mine. I had a fantastic response. Some very clever people have done one or two things, tracing and whatnot, and it appears to have stopped anyway, so hopefully I'm just going to put that behind us. I've run some good virus programs, antivirus programs on my computer, and there's absolutely nothing at all the matter there. So I think we'll just put that matter behind we and carry on with tonight's nightcaps. In tonight's nightcap, I do quite a lot of work on the milling machine. I make some tools for knurling wood for a friend of mine, and in turn he's going to do a pattern for a chimney top for Richard's steam wagon, so that should be quite interesting, something to look forward to. It is a while since I've done any casting. I also machine a straightforward machining job, like a weld spigot, but I spend a bit of time and get the size of it dead on, so I'll show you a little bit of that. There's quite a few names coming for the monthly draw. If you haven't entered the draw, all you need to do is send me an email. That is my email address up there, and all I need is your name, your full name, like John Mills, not just John. This is a cheap import pushy in type knurling tool, and what I've got to do is make a wood bothering tool out of these knurl blades here. I've got some 20mm square bar. I'm going to set them into the end of that and round the end off, so you can put knurled finish on wood, I suppose. It's the same lad I did the little drilling jig for. So we'll square the ends up, put it in the mill machine and see if we can mill a slot in there. That's 10mm. That's an 8mm pin, which is a really good fit in there, and I'm pretty sure that 8mm wide, so we'll see what we can do with it. I've got some really cheap and nasty AR-40 collets given, but they do quite a good job of holding square stuff. I wouldn't do this with any good collets, but I'm not that fussed about these ones. They certainly do the job nice and quick and easy, no setting up time at all. Just going to square one end up and put a nice chamfer on the other end. Right, so we've got 4 to get like that, and then we can go to the milling machine. The first thing we need to do is find the centre of the piece of bar we're going to work on. Clamp it in the vise. Edge finder simply goes into the choke. Hopefully you can see the DRO display as well, and you can watch exactly what I'm going to do. We'll simply bring it towards the edge finder so it stops moving. Do it again, stops moving, and then stop there, then it pushes off. We'll do it once more. Right, so we'll zero the Y axis at that, and we'll take it across to the other side. Do exactly the same thing. stops moving and then kicks off centre. We'll do it again. That's it there. Then on this dial you press the y-axis button, press half, and it gives you half whatever reading you've had. So you bring that back into 0, and that puts the centre of the job directly underneath the quill. We'll take the table off at that. The little knurl cutters are actually 8mm, so I've got an 8mm cutter in there. We'll put an 8mm slot. It needs to be 30mm long. I'm going to put a stop on the bed at 30mm so I can do each cut to a dead stop. These are the stops. It just goes against that pin, and it means that that can't go any further than the 30mm. I've also got some on the y-axis as well. This is just ordinary metal steel bar, but I'm going to put cut and float on with it, just so the cutter's got a chance of surviving. I'm not taking massive cuts. Up in the stop. Speed it up a little bit. Sounds and feels better. That's a slot all the way through. That's not a bad fit in there. That's a good running fit. It doesn't need to be too tight. That'll be perfectly alright. Next thing is to drill a hole through for the pin. The hole needs to be 8mm. I've got some dowel pins on a perfect fit in there, so it's an 8mm hole we need. Obviously with the bar being square, I just need to turn it around in the chuck and it's going to be centred. Right, I'll put a drill chuck on and then we'll get a hole through there, drill it and probably ream it 8mm. That's a better shot of the table stop. Move it out of the way. I want the hole to be 10mm in from the end so I can. That centre drill's now on borrowed time. Right, that's right on the edge. We're just being as accurate as we need to be for a wood butchering tool. 10. So we need a hole through there, drills and ream 10mm. This is a 7.8mm drill that I keep just for use with this reamer. Stops in the same box as the reamer so I don't lose it. This is one of the reamers that was sent in to us by a viewer 2 or 3 weeks ago, because my 8mm reamer has a taper shank. This one's parallel, it's just easier to use for this particular job. Reamers need to go nice and slow. As I've frequently said, you only ever turn them forwards. Go gently. Puts a nice round dead size hole in. Right, that's the ground parallel pin, 8mm, it's dead on fit, perfect fit. I'll either use these, or I think I've got some 8mm silver steel and I'll make some pins, either Loctite them in or put a pop mark in so they're held in tight just to hold the wheel in place. Like I say, I've got 4 to do. That's the sort of thing we end up with. That's a nice fit in there, and I'm going to grind away, put a nice radius on there so there's more of the wheel sticking out, but I'm very happy with that. In return for doing these, I'm going to get some woodworking done. It's a pattern made, which is ideal. I've got some 8mm silver steel, which will be ideal for making the pins for the little rollers to go onto. That disc sander I've just been using there to round the ends off, it's really good for metal, as long as you don't use the particular sanding disc for wood. It's designed for wood, but it does machine metal very nicely indeed. A little chamfer on the end, just make sure that it is a good fit, which it is. Part each one off in turn. I'm just going to sort of rivet the ends over, or centre punch the ends to hold them in, and then if you ever need to change the rollers, the punch will simply knock out. Not a great lot of precision needed here really, as long as we get sort of slightly longer than the job. Right, time to put it together. The little roller goes in there. Pin's got a little lead on it. That starts into there. Through like that. And all we do is put 4 pop marks in, or 4 stake marks, just to stop it moving. Just like that. Same on this side. You can see partly from your hand, but we'll try it that way. Left-handed, that's the trouble. Right, I've hit my nails enough this week, so we'll just carry on doing it right-handed. Right, and that pin won't drop out, but if you need it out, it will just punch out. That's all it takes, just the 4 little pop marks each side, and that will stop it from dropping out.